Oh, I like that. Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast. Whoa, what? Hello, Jason Shear. How are you?
Good. I was just looking at College Poll Tracker just released the poll, so I was looking at what our esteemed guest tomorrow has.
Yes. What does Bruce have Arizona at?
I'm looking right now. There's one dude I just called out on.
By the way, we got Bruce on tomorrow, everybody. So again, that is yeah.
There's one dude I just called out on the X app for not even ranking Arizona. Bruce has Arizona 15th.
I'm fine with that.
There's two problems with this, and I respect Bruce greatly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask Bruce. He has Michigan at 11. They're 20th in the poll. He has Kansas ahead of Arizona.
Yeah. Well, Bruce is again. We'll talk with Bruce tomorrow. We'll get it to enough of Bruce. You mess with the Bruce, you get the glove. Okay.
Yes.
Now we've got a lot. We've got a lot to get to this show. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to our latest partner, Arizona Primary Eye Care. Oh, again, this is not even the official read, but we very much appreciate Cheryl. She is fantastic, and this is where you should go. Oh, guess what? I'm going to be getting a really cool pair of glasses. It's going to make me look cooler than I ever should, so I'm excited about that. We will get into that. Yes. Okay.
More breaking news, Mike.
What do you
got? Breaking news. It's the official Girth Award of the week, baby.
What do you got? Talk to me.
Toby Awaka, Big 12 Newcomer of the Week.
Oh, my gosh. Tobe Awaka, my friend. Yes.
Tobe, all I pronounce it, Girth.
Yeah, all they should just say is this is the Girth Award of the year, dude. Or what is it? Very good. See, Julie, I disagree with you. I do like rankings. I totally get your argument, and you're probably right, but I do like rankings, so we are going to talk about rankings. Okay. Let's first, though, talk a little bit about this, the Texas Tech game and what it meant. I liked the Texas Tech, and again, I'm getting some flack on Twitter. I do not care because Arizona, Texas Tech's a good team. Texas Tech is a really good team. I don't understand the people that are trying to say on Twitter that Texas Tech sucks. No, you're basically downplaying Arizona's win, and Texas Tech doesn't suck. Sure, that was a really good win, and it was something, too, where I came away from it thinking Arizona's clearly a better team. I like that.
Arizona's better than Texas Tech. I think what people forget about the first meeting is Arizona was absolute junk in that first meeting, and that game was close for 30 minutes, and then it just got away, and whatever happened. But, I always say it in certain types of games, like, I watched that Texas Tech game on Saturday, and at no point did I feel Arizona was losing that game.
Yes, and there's a big part of this that I think that we need to talk about. And again, we'll get it out of the way first, and then we'll get on to it. Nobody wishes for injuries. So we need to be very clear on that. But
some people do.
Yeah, well, they're idiots.
We don't.
I will say this, though. Arizona, I think it's very hard to argue that Arizona isn't better without Trey Townsend playing 20 minutes per game. You just watch how everything flowed offensively, defensively. You didn't really have any dead weight from Tobe Awaka to Henry Vasar to Carter Bryant. It was just a much more appealing product across the board. Defensively, offensively, I don't know what else to say. I mean, they were just better.
The only argument I think you can make for Trey for that game is that, what was it? It was 6 minutes left. Tommy had to call timeout because the team was clearly exhausted, right? Mm-hmm. Again, I think it just goes back to our point. I'm totally cool. As much grief as we give Trey, if you gave him 10 to 12 minutes a game, I would be fine with it.
I agree with that. But that's max. I can't have him in the 25-minute per game realm because that's when you're just giving away points.
And I guess the other issue would be like, Carter got in foul trouble. Texas Tech goes small. If you play a team with more size up front, it could be difficult to play KJ at the 4. You know what I mean? Because they got away with that against Tech. But I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Again, we don't want injuries, but I think it's pretty clear, and it's been clear all season that Arizona is a better team with Trey Townsend on the court.
And Gilbert Arenas' family member, Nick Arenas, says, yes, if anything, he provides minutes for rest. I'm fine with that. But again, there is a limit. There's 10 minutes. That's it. And then beyond that, I think you get really diminishing returns. This was the last 3 halves of basketball Arizona's played have been some of the best basketball they played this entire season. It's because everybody out there has a role. Everybody out there is productive. Let's talk about the man of girth for a minute, Tobe Awaka. You know what's amazing about him is how much better offensively he is getting. And it's not like, our good pal John Brogan, who's wrong about most things, made an interesting point though. He said when you watch him, when you watch Tobe, he's fascinating because when he finishes around the basket, it doesn't look like kind of a fluke. Like Umar kind of looked like a fluke a little bit when he would finish around the basket. It just didn't look natural. Tobe is a monster around the basket, and he's finishing stuff.
Do you know what he's shooting? Can you guess what he's shooting from 2? You want to take a guess?
What do you got?
62% from 2. Right. What's funny, Mike, is that he's the second best player on the team. Henry's number 1. Henry from 2, Mike, is 68%. That's 43rd in the country. Like and so when you have 2 guys like that are hitting 2s at that high rate, that's why. And like, you're right. Like Awaka doesn't look. What I like about him is like he'll get the rebound and he knows right away he's going up, or with the jumper or whatever it may be. Like all of a sudden he has an 8-foot jumper. He's got a little floater. I'm not a fan of it, but it goes in. Like it's hard to argue that there's bad shots from Awaka when he's 62% or whatever. I think he's averaging. He had one game where the numbers weren't there, but he's still averaging 12 and 8 in the last 4 games, and he's shooting at a high level.
Now, Lost Highway. To be very clear here, Lost Highway, I would absolutely play Carter over Trey. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know where that comes from. Lost Highway is a huge Trey guy. I get it, but I would absolutely play Carter over Trey. I'm not sure where you got that from, with all due respect. Now, but again, and the thing about him too, and Mulebach made this point too, and I'm going to keep stealing this point, and Rhino made it as well, is that when he gets the ball, Tobe Awaka, he's kind of like the exact opposite of Steph Curry. Like when Steph Curry got the exact off. They always talk about the gravity of Steph Curry and about how he takes so many players with him. Awaka does that in the paint. There's always like 4 players that are like falling on the ground or like just like hovering him around him. It's an interesting point. This man is the center of attention out there.
You know what I like about Awaka too? There's no wasted movement, right? Like a lot of guys, when you look at bigs in college, they'll take 2 dribbles and it's like, why are you dribbling? And Awaka doesn't do that. He either goes up with it or he's passing it out. He knows exactly what he wants to do, which is why he doesn't really turn it over very much. It's funny. I like watching him rebound because nobody's safe. Like not even on Arizona. If you're in his area, he is getting the rebound, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You and I were talking
against at the end of the game. Did you see when he took out, like, Arizona was winning, game was over, and he just completely took out Chance McMillan?
Yeah, he's like, dude, Chance, sorry, get out of the way, bro.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Oh, by the way, our good pal Benron White was talking about this. Can you imagine Tobe Awaka as a tight end?
Someone started a thread on accident on the football forward about Tobe Awaka, and it turned into a Toby at tight end.
Yeah, well, again, we should ask the tight end whisperer, the guru, about that at some point. We'll talk about that.
He could absolutely be a good tight end, by the way.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and we'll talk about that throughout. Okay, now let's get to some reads here. I'm very excited about this first read here. All right, now Arizona Primary Eye Care, my friends. Let's pull this up here. Look at this stuff. All right, now. Here's the great thing about it. You guys got to go to this place. And like I said, I highly, highly, highly recommend. I vouch for the character. I vouch for the professionalism of these people. Again, Cheryl Schmidt, awesome, awesome lady. Huge fan of the show. We're a huge fan of her. 4 locations, 4 routine exams. We got to fill their schedule up. Again, proud partner of Arizona Athletics. And here's the cool thing about it too, is that you go in there and they've got all kinds of options though. Like I will be honest, she said they told me they're like, your glasses aren't good enough. Guess what? I got a pair of Tom Fords coming in. Cool. I am gonna look cool. But yes, at the same time though, you can go in there and you can get cool stuff like the Tom Ford, the Gucci. or you can get just stuff like me or the basic man. But at the same point, though,
Man.
the basic man. How about that? But again, 60 plus insurance accepted. Also, same day urgent visits. ArizonaPrimaryEyeCare.com. Very, very much appreciate them hopping on the team here. And again, they are cool. They are cool. We like them, and they back the A. We back the A. We back Arizona Primary Eye Care. Woohoo! All right, yeah. Now, also, Baggins. Let's just say that you're going there and looking for some glasses, and you're like, you know what? I'm also looking for a sandwich, and I'm thinking to myself, where could I go to get the sandwich after I just got my Arizona, or I just got my cool Tom Ford glasses? I will be going to Baggins. Here's the key, though. You've got to use code AZ12, but they've also loosened the restrictions a little bit. And that you can just go there now and just say AZ12, and then we get it marked down. But you got to say AZ12. And again,
scream it. You got to scream AZ12.
Scream it. Scream it. Mr. Tyler Warden. Mr. Tyler Warden's very tall, very robust. Dare I say girthy. And he probably eats Baggins. He says, I literally just ate the cowboy with pasta salad from Baggins, used AZ12. So there we go. Either way, Baggins, check it out. We hopefully we might have a couple more joining the show here in this coming week as well. Very, very excited. Very, very nice. All right, check it out though. Arizona Primary Eye Care and Baggins. We like them both. Okay. Boom. Okay. Now, Lost Highway. You're talking about Trey like he's a great defender or something. Trey against Texas Tech was 2 for 9 with 3 rebounds or something like that. Arizona in that first game. Arizona was significantly better without him. I'm cool with him again for 10 minutes max. That's all I want. 10 minutes max. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about I like Brogan. Hey, it's not Grogan, it's Brogan. I like Brogan. Brogan's going to be on more. Be nice. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit. Oh my gosh, a $20 super snap. Holy moly. Vegas Falcon. We love Vegas Falcon, by the way. He's a huge part of the back the A movement. ADO needs the 10 minutes max with Trey. Oh, that's a $20 super snap. That is a homage to you, Jason Shear. But I feel, though, that we're at the point, though, with Tommy where he knows that there's going to be games where ADO's not going to play that much, period. I don't know. That's kind of where we're at.
What, with ADO?
Yeah, there's going to be games.
Going to be games. Like, I actually think he could play tomorrow. I really do. I think that defensively he's fine. I think offensively there's a role for him tomorrow. But ADO's real easy to figure out, man. Like, we'll know in the first 5 minutes. But the problem that he has, Mike, is that when you look at his numbers right now, the value that we've talked about isn't there. Like, it's very obvious with the 3-point shooting. That is his value. He hasn't hit a 3 since Colorado. He's 0 for his last 9.
Oh my gosh, another super snap. A 1999 super snap. Colton Hawthorne, another great name. Colton Hawthorne, I love that name. This team reminds me of those 2010 Dana Altman team where they got exponentially better towards the end of the season and hopefully peak at tournament time. I like that. I think that's I think that's
what's going on with them this year, though?
What's that?
Or what's going on with Oregon?
Oregon stinks, man. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say about ADO. His defense is awful. Yes, but we need to be clear about something here.
Yeah.
We need and Shearer and I were talking about this, and I think Tommy would agree. ADO tries. He just can't do it.
Yep. Yes.
So we give him credit for trying.
Yes. Yeah. He wants to be
good.
Yeah, he so badly wants to be a good defender. He just can't do it. It is not a lack of effort. With Trey, it is clearly a lack of effort. ADO just can't do it. He just
can't do it, but he's trying. He's trying. He's hustling, motivating, but you know what? You can only hustle so much. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about this defense. This Arizona defense is stifling. And sure, you and I, especially me, we got beat up a lot before the season because I said from the beginning that I said this is going to be his toughest team, his best defensive team, and no soft weenies. But it certainly didn't look like that the first month. I turned out I was right, Sheer. Every now and then I get something right. No soft weenies, and this defense is awesome.
Yeah, we thought going into the season, we told people this would be the best defensively, and when the losing streak happened, we got killed for it. This is by far Tommy's best team defensively. I really liked what Grant McClassen said after the game, which is like he said Arizona's elite defensively. The ball pressure, the ability to switch positions, the ability to go small, big. It is very like they're just good. Like everyone on the court, and I think a lot of that is Caleb Love has clearly stepped up defensively. Now you wonder if it's going to disappear at times, and it might. But as long as it's there in the tournament and the big games, I can live with it. But his defense, Henry, I think changes things immensely defensively and offensively. Yeah, I mean, it is just by far KJ Lewis for all the crap I give him with his dribbling. He is elite defensively. They're just good right now.
They're good. They're good. And everybody, the camaraderie and the chemistry that they're playing with. And we got to talk about Caleb Love. You know what I like? There are some people out in Tucson that no matter what Caleb Love does, they will always hate Caleb Love. It doesn't matter what he does. They will always hate Caleb Love. If he goes for 25 points off, let's just say 7 of 15 from the field, they'll say, oh, well, he didn't defend or he didn't get any assists. If he defends like a madman and then he gets assists, they say, oh, well, he was only 6 of 16 from the field. I don't know that I've ever really seen a player that is inherently good that just has a group of people that will not admit that he is good. I don't know that I've ever really seen them. Mark Lyons isn't a bad comparison, actually, Ryan. But
no, it's not. Mark Lyons is probably the most accurate.
But have you ever seen a player that is obviously good? And
it's because people just look at box scores. They just look at shooting numbers. They don't look at assists. They don't look at rebounds. They don't watch games. They look at it and go, okay, well, gosh darn it, he's 7 of 19. Caleb Love sucks. Well, ignore the fact that he had 6 rebounds, 2 steals, didn't turn the ball over.
6 assists.
And shut down one of the best players in the country, right? Like Iowa State, he had the big shot, right? And people are like, that gets the attention. And before that, it was, he played like crap. And he did play great, don't get me wrong. But Curtis Jones had his worst game of the year. Right. Because he was guarded by Caleb Love. Like there has to be, there's just no balance, I think, with your average fan. And it is what it is, And I look, these are the same people, Mike, that probably wanted your boy Sanan on the team over Caleb Love.
Oh, how's that working out?
Passing game looks dumber and dumber. He was 5 of 20 yesterday.
Yeah, how's that working out? I haven't heard from his agent either.
How funny is it that Arizona pisses off Texas Tech and they get to take it out on ASU?
That's going to be an ugly game. That's going to be a very, very ugly game. TJ Van Martyr, I can't stop thinking about the AC-12 podcast, probably because you're also thinking about Green Valley Decorative Rock. Welcome to Rock.
What a great transition that was. Holy crap.
Oh, actually, no, that was a lucky transition. Hey, let's get the Green Valley Decorative Rock in here. By the way, we have got I want to read this. Mike Natowski, there's a reason that he owns his own business. Dude, listen to this. This is so good. This is so good. He messages me this today, and I messaged it to Cody James Martin. Hold on, I gotta find this.
You're allowed to read this out loud.
Yeah, this is good. He says, "How about let's see here. The goat just messaged me. Hey, hello, goat. Let's see. How about Green Valley Decorative Rock Star of the Game? Get it? Rock Star. LOL. That is awesome. That's so
done deal, baby. Done deal.
Good. I love it.
Rock.
Okay, now, anyways, but there's also a scurrilous rumor going around, as we've talked about many, many times on this show, that we will not allow to go unchallenged. Green Valley Decorative Rock is not just in Green Valley. They are in Tucson. We know this, Sheer. And the fact that we're still having to talk about this is very, very frustrating. But listen, go to Green Valley Decorative Rock, turf, pavers, you name it, they got it. Check it out. GVDR, Green Valley Decorative Rock. Okay.
That was good.
Now,
that was good.
Also, Eris Dental. They've got a very good, or it's right around the corner. I can't give it now because I haven't gotten the sign off yet, but they've got a very good dental tooth implant. Just
go with it, baby. Just go with it.
Deal coming up that I think is going to be very, very nice. I might even have a good teeth removed so I could have this. I mean, it's a crazy good deal.
No, that was seriously. Funny. You made me laugh. That was good, Mike.
No, every now and then I make myself laugh. But it's also owned by a local alumni, and they only offer necessary treatment. Like I said, the tooth implant will only, as obviously if you need it, it's going to be a very nice deal though. And again, as you know, they are not going to remove your tongue. They will not get rid of your tongue. if they're not going to get rid of anything that doesn't need to be. Only necessary treatment, daily urgent care, dental implants at affordable rates. TucsonTeeth.com. This is going to be very, very good. Again, we like our friend Lan Allen. Check it out. All right, now. TJ Van Martyr says they're also Green Valley Decorative Rock is also in Indonesia and Alcatraz. No, they're working on that, but they are not. They're not there yet. Okay, now let's get back to KJ Lewis. KJ Lewis. I like KJ Lewis. You know what? Actually, I want to make fun of somebody first, and then we'll get back to this because this is on this show we tear down so I can build myself up.
Yeah,
Illinois fans. You guys clogged my mentions for 4 months about Arizona's toxic environment, about how Tommy Lloyd couldn't develop players, how great Brad Underwood is. You guys are unranked. We are 13, and we are on the upward momentum. You mess with the paw, you get the glove. That's what they're finding that out the hard way, Sheer.
I don't want to give Big Ten basketball too much attention, Mike, but I this is when I start to actually look at brackets because I think anything before that is just kind of lame.
Yeah.
Their schedule with Illinois, there is a very legit chance they drop all the way to like a 9 seed or don't go to the tournament.
Oh, that'd be so good. That
Listen to this,
so
man. And this is like Arizona-esque almost. UCLA tomorrow, Michigan State, at Wisconsin, at Duke, Iowa, who sucks, at Michigan, and then Purdue to end the season.
I mean, they could lose. I mean, they could lose almost all those games except the one game. No, again, this is a battle of.
Dennis Walsh has a point. They have Orlando Antigua.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know how this. I don't know how this has all happened with Orlando Antigua. Is he still? Coaching?
Look, I'm going to say is this, and I don't want to put the rumor out there, but I'm going to put that out there. Bobby Hurley, from what we have found out over this weekend, Mike, I think you would agree, is very unlikely to return to ASU next year.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Could Orlando Antigua have shifted his focus to ASU?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. The hints are there, Mike. The hints are there.
Oh my gosh. Orlando Antigua. We will have an emergency podcast. The second Orlando Antigua is announced as the next ASU basketball coach.
Hurley is done though, by the way.
Hurley's done. Yeah, no, I heard the same thing. Yeah. Hurley's done, and he should be done. I can't imagine that bodes well for them with Koa Pete or Koa Pete, but I mean, who knows? That's such a weird recruitment that I don't. And again, it's not bad. I just don't know how it. Anyways, all right, we'll get to Braden Burries here in a second. KJ Lewis. KJ Lewis got on me on Twitter, and still don't know why, because I'm literally KJ's biggest fan. I stand by what I said, though, about how KJ Lewis is a monster defensively. He's a great rebounder, good finisher. I don't really blame some of the missed because his wrist was clearly bothering him. But at the same time, the dribble is hard, man. The dribble is just not there, and it's okay. The dribble, again, if it's 2 or 3 dribbles downhill, totally fine with it. But in the open court, it's just too loose. I don't know what else to say. That's my only qualm with KJ Lewis. Plus, I don't even blame the shooting because he somehow makes he makes opportunistic threes at the same time. So there.
You know what's weird is like he can't dribble around the perimeter. But he could absolutely dribble downhill. Like usually if you can't dribble, you just can't dribble, right? If he's dribbling towards the basket, he's actually really good at it. And he can beat his man consistently. It's when he's dribbling around the perimeter or dribbling on a break and like hurrying or whatever, that it's just not, it's scary. That's the best way I could put it. It's a scary thing.
Yes. Now with watching, your guys are going to all like this tweet. Oh, we're up to 262 likes.
I like all your tweets, Mike.
Yeah, I don't understand too. I don't know why Randy Bennett would take that job. Oh, what is Mike's take on the Super Bowl halftime? You know what's weird about this? This is probably going to get, if you say you like it, they're like, oh, I know your politics. If you don't like it, I know your politics. I like Kendrick Lamar. I don't like Drake. How about that? I'll leave it at that. I don't like Drake. I've never liked Drake. I think Drake's a putz. That's why way that I will leave it. What?
I don't know. I'm just messing around.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. So there is my take. All right, yeah, Brad the Bully Hudson. Got to be strong with the rock. Got to be strong with the rock. Welcome to rock. Okay, now, Let's get back to but again, but KJ spearheads that entire defense though. I mean Jaden does, but KJ is just such a linchpin about how this whole team goes about defensively. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it goes back to do what you do and do it well, right? And KJ, he's not the best dribbler. We've made that apparent, but he's an elite defender, and you could always count on it. And there's value in being consistent. It's very similar. Jaden Bradley is very consistent. You know what you're getting with him every game. KJ Lewis on defense, at least, you know what you're getting with him every game. That is very, very important.
Okay, now let's see here. Now let's 200%. Now let's talk a little bit then about this team built for March. It feels weird to say it, but it does. Like in the past, there were teams where you're like, this team's kind of soft or whatever. Like I'll be honest, Arizona shouldn't have lost to Princeton, but I didn't think that team was that good. I really didn't.
It wasn't that good. It was very limited. I actually was bored last night, and I went back and looked at old box scores.
Yeah. This
no
team
guards.
though,
no
this
guards.
this team can win in a lot of different ways, and you don't have a now again this is for the spacers. Like you don't have necessarily it's not a great shooting team, but man, they're tough. They defend. They can finish around the hoop. They can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, they're just there. Here's the thing: you're built for March when you can win in different ways, and the teams that win in March are the teams that, when your shooting isn't there, you find other ways to win, right? And with Arizona this season, they've shown where there's games where their offense isn't going to carry them, and the defense is still there, the rebounding is still there, and they find a way to win. And that is what wins in March. It's not the sexiest offensive team or defensive team. It's that team that finds different ways to win. And I think right now, in terms of Tommy Lloyd's teams, this is by far his best team at that.
Yes, it is his best. It is his best team. I don't know how else to say it. Well, the great Dennis Walsh. The great Dennis Walsh is. We need to get the great Dennis Walsh on. You need to Dennis Walsh. You need to DM me. We will get you on the show. Okay. But now looking at this team, going forward, let's talk Kansas State. Kansas State is really, really good. Oh, by the way, we got to knock down Joseph here for a second. Listen, everybody, Joseph is a prisoner of the moment. We know this.
Yep.
All that he, from the Jeremiah Patterson obsession that we had to continuously calm him down about, to all kinds of different stuff.
This is just typical Joseph.
He is all over the place. And again, like the Jeremiah Patterson thing, he's not probably going to be Tyreek Hill. It's okay. He can still be a very good player. Joseph, just settle down. But Joseph is concerned they're peaking too early. I don't worry about that because I like Arizona playing. I like Arizona continuing to play and get better. That's where I'm at. And I still think there's another level they haven't reached. How about that?
I'll say, here's a hot take. I don't think they're peaking.
Right. I agree.
I don't think I think that there's room for them to be better. Remember, they're down a starter right now. Mike,
yes.
Before the Texas Tech game, I'll just tell people, me and Mike, if Arizona lost, we had it all ready to go. We were going to say Arizona without a starter puts forth a valiant effort against a very good team.
It's funny. Like I was because all the Illinois people, they always say they're like, oh, we're down a starter. The game doesn't count. So I thought about saying, well, if Arizona loses this game, we're down a starter. It doesn't count. Don't know what else to say.
Yeah, Kansas State is good. I mean, here's the thing though, and I want your opinion on this, Mike, because I value your opinion.
Nobody ever asked my opinion. I'll take it.
Your opinion is precious to me.
Yes.
In my opinion, there's a very big difference between a good team and a team that is playing well. I don't think Kansas State is a good team. I think they're playing really well. And a lot of times when that happens, I think you return to the mean, right? Like you're not Kansas State in the last 5 games analytically with metrics has literally been the best team in the country. Number one. Their metrics are number one. They are not the number one team in the country. Right. So when you look at it, it is a tough game. Do not get me wrong. But a part of me in the back of my mind is like, you know what? If they're the Kansas State earlier in the season, closer to that, it's not a tough game.
Yeah. Now they do have Jerome Chang. So that is a huge aspect.
I can't believe you didn't lose your mind at Kermit Walton.
Yeah, but I've kept forgetting that he was even in that game. I was focused, man. I needed that win, and we got that win. So that's all I really care about. Listen, oh, we got the sheer hedge. Oh, Cody James Martin. We're gonna do the sheer hedge segment here
I
coming
hedged
up.
the crap out of tomorrow night's game on the
No, I
podcast.
know, I know. This is trust me. I know what's coming, my friend. I know what is coming. We got 280 lives
I
on
kind of
this.
set it up too, that hedge
Right.
just now.
Okay, now, but so we're gonna get Shear's impression or Shear's impression on this. Hey, you know what we should try to get? Do you think we can get a prediction out of Bruce, or do you think that Bruce would think that
Absolutely
that's
not. No
yeah,
chance.
yes,
None.
yeah, I don't, yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm trying
Now,
to convince Bruce to do the podcast with his shirt off, but I don't think
well, tell him Bruce, you can keep the shirt on, got to take the pants off. How about
Is
that?
he going to be in Manhattan, Kansas, or is he going to pull a Bruce where he arrives at like 9 p.m.? I just realized that.
Hmm.
Bruce is doing the podcast and flying right in.
Yeah, no, exactly. Long-term hedging for sure. Okay, now let's get to some of the reads because these reads are very, very good. First of all, though, RJ's frozen cactus.
Yes.
If you, yes, the frozen cactus. So, anyways, if you went to the frozen cactus, RJ's frozen cactus for the Super Bowl, you had a really, really good time because it was packed and there's no bad seats in the house. Plus, you can get 100 craft beers and you're not going to leave there having to spend $800 to drink. And they got pizza, they got prime rib, they got a lot of different things. No bad seats in the house. Pre-game at RJ's, then ride share to the game. Woohoo! Yes, all kinds of good stuff, though. Sheer, you like it, and they have a big parking lot. So let's say you're like Sheer, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to drink and drive. Let's say you're smart. You're not like Jalen Carter or something. And you're like, guess what? I am not going to do this. I'm going to park here. They have a very large parking lot that says, their parking lot basically says, hey, please park your car here. Have fun. Please park your car here. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red Hot Sports. Ice cold craft beer. Welcome to Rock. Okay. Now, it is now time for the long view. All right. Bring it up. Bring it up. Insurance and investment hedge time, baby. Hey, there's another one. Okay. Either way. Tailored retirement income strategies, distinctive wealth management solutions from our good pal Andre Veris, who is far more successful than us. Sure, this is true.
Absolutely.
Yes, personalized comprehensive financial planning, chartered financial consultant. Very good stuff. Now, hey, bring that hedge thing up, though, Cody. That there's another one. Yeah, the hedge of the week. Okay, we got a bunch of sheer hedges coming in hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Arizona, Kansas State. Who wins?
Arizona.
Arizona, Houston. Who wins?
Arizona. I know.
All right. So is let's see here. Wow, I don't even know what to say to that one. Yes. Okay, I like it. What? Okay. Now, Arizona would be ranked in the top 8 if that happens.
Absolutely.
Arizona is clearly on the 2 line there.
With the win over Houston and win, I think Arizona's still a 3, but it's close. It's a 2 or a 3. It's close.
Oh, Brad the Bully Hudson says, "Whoa, Sheer, that was a reverse hedge."
Yeah, I know. I don't look. I'm going to go one step further. In a way, I think tomorrow's game is more difficult than the Houston game.
Really?
I don't think Houston's playing that well the last few times.
And we broke them. LJ Cryer's out, right?
Yeah, no, he's not out. But it's
that was all crap that he's
hurt. He's hurt, but he's not out. It's at McHale.
Boom.
The place is going to be insane. It makes no sense, but I actually think in a way the game at Kansas State is more difficult than Houston.
Is that because of the Jerome Chang factor?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Jerome Chang.
Now, okay, Koa Pete will be in an Arizona uniform. Yay or nay? This is a good one, sure.
That one's hard because I don't like. What would you answer?
Yes, and here's why. This is my opinion. I have no inside information on this.
Let's clarify. My answer too could change when we get off the show.
Yeah, well,
so I'll answer yes.
Yeah, me too. Here's why, though. I don't believe, and this is just a guess. I don't believe that it is hard that the Koa LP would like to go. I believe that I don't believe Arizona is his dream school. I just don't. That's just a guess. I think there's other schools that he would rather go to. But Arizona has done a very, very nice job, similar to how they did with Aaron Gordon back when Aaron Gordon clearly wanted to go play for Romar, but it became an issue after a while that he just couldn't go play there for him because Washington sucked. I think we're seeing some of the same thing with Koa LP. I don't think you can go to ASU. They're going to be firing Bobby Hurley, and unless Orlando Antigua really pulls that rabbit out of his hat, Houston, I think, has kind of priced themselves out. You've got 3 5-star kids coming in, including a big man. Maybe Texas is in there, but I don't know that they've. I don't know. It just feels to me like Arizona is going to be his best backup option. How about
I
that?
will say this too. Like I talked to someone, and I'm not going to name them, and we were talking about recruitments and going back and forth, and we both agreed, and you would agree here too. Koa's just a different dude. Like this
Yeah.
recruitment is weird. It's a weird recruitment. No one has a great feel for it. Like, and I think the reason it's weird is, to be blunt, ASU doesn't belong in this recruitment.
Yeah.
Like when you look at Texas, Houston, Baylor, Arizona, you can make an easy case for all those four. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
And then you have ASU. What's your argument for ASU?
Yeah,
Their head
dude,
coach is getting
seriously.
fired.
Right.
They're not making the tournament. It's money.
Right.
And guess what? The money argument pisses me off a little bit sometimes because Koa Pete's going to the NBA after a year. And if it's not
Right.
1 year, it's definitely 2. So the money's going to be there. So
Right.
what's 750 grand or whatever, right?
Right. I get it. Andy comes from a family where they've got a lot of money now. I mean, you got multiple guys in the NFL. I mean,
I will say this too, though, to Andy Bryant's point, it does become difficult. The only reason to me it becomes difficult is if Carter announces he's coming back, and Toby's coming back, and Henry's coming back, it becomes difficult, right? If you're Koa. In a way, actually not in a way, I'll just straight up say it. I was actually talking about this with Shelby the other night. The bigger loss would be Braden Burries. I think if Arizona
yeah,
loses,
I agree.
and I don't want to go that route, we don't want him anyway. My point is, if Arizona loses Koa Pete and somehow gets Awaka and Henry to return,
Yeah.
the Arizona fans, are we really that upset about losing Koa Pete? You know what I mean?
Yes. I don't. Yeah, I agree, and we talked about that on the phone the other day too. That if it is, listen, like if it is,
Yeah.
if it's Tobe Awaka, listen, if your front court is Carter Bryant, Tobe Awaka, and Henry Vasar, God forbid we find a way to play them together at some point. You can do a lot worse than that.
You would take that over Koa. If we're being honest, you would.
Yeah, I would. I would. Now,
The thing, and because the thing is, you're returning dudes. Now, the thing with Burries is Caleb Love is gone. You
yeah,
have to replace him. And I'm
yeah.
not saying Braden Burries is going to be as good as Caleb Love, but the natural fit of replacing a guy with Burries, there's no better one in the country right now than Arizona, which is why they're doing well for Burries right now.
I would agree with that. Now, let's talk a little bit then about Carter L. Bryant. Carter Bryant. What did we decide? What is his middle name? Dean.
Yeah, something like that.
Dean Carter Dean Bryant, Professor Carter Dean Bryant. Is Carter Bryant Arizona starting small forward next year?
You know, I'll say yes. This is one of those. I'll say yes because it's the no hedge segment, but this is one of the ones where it changes a lot. Like if you had asked me last week if I thought Carter was going to be on Arizona next year, I would have said no. I feel a little bit better about it. If Carter goes out and scores 15 points against Houston, it's going to go back to no.
Here,
like it's going to be interesting.
How about this? Either way, at the small forward position, this is where I'm at. Chat. Cooler U of A dad, Deshaun Bryant or LeBron? Nobody's better than Deshaun Bryant.
Yeah, Deshaun
Bryant's
Bryant's cool as heck.
No,
Yeah.
Deshaun Bryant's literally like the coolest dude ever. So LeBron, you're battling for second place, just like you are with
LeBron's not going up to random people and talking to them about, Arizona basketball. Deshaun is here for it.
Now, Ryan Mitchell says Carter stops fouling, he'll be in the MNBA next year. Well, I mean, yeah. All right. Here's where I feel very comfortable in saying, and this is why I'm not too concerned about. I would much prefer Carter L. Bryant, obviously, but Arizona's starting small forward next year is either going to be Carter Bryant or KJ Lewis. It's going to be one of those two.
Yes.
And either one of those guys. Go ahead.
And let's say it's not. Nightmare scenario, right? Well, now all of a sudden you have the NIL you spent on Carter Bryant and KJ Lewis to go get a wing in the portal when a lot of the rest of your roster is returning. This isn't going to be, I assume, you never know with the portal, but this doesn't feel like a situation where Arizona is going to go out and get 5 guys from the portal and have to gel and all that. Like Jaden should be back. Henry's should be back. Awaka, Krevis should be back. KJ should be back. Yeah. So you're probably gonna have to get another guard. I just hope, I'll just say it now. No matter what happens with Burries, I hope that there's enough foresight to go get another guard.
Yes, because here's the thing. You've got to be. I got people that are biting. Oh, we got Illinois fans that are biting. They've taken the bait. Listen to this one here. Brad Thunderwood said it
Where is
went so
this?
well. Oh, this is on my. I said with
X?
Bobby Hurley likely out at ASU, could Orlando Antigua be the replacement? 270 lives link. Check it out. Brad Thunderwood said it went so well the first time. Thunderwood, I like that. Wow. Okay. Now, Eric, we're at 305 lives right now. I'm just gonna say 310. 310 lives. Get in here. But all right, now let's talk though about where Jaden Bradley. I have to have Jaden Bradley back by any means necessary. Jaden Bradley to me is Jaden Bradley's the best. Jaden Bradley's the MVP of the team. Now, I need to have him back. Period.
Yep. I think that is, when you look at the roster, I think Henry would be a big loss. Jaden Bradley would be the biggest loss. I'm not sure it's close.
Yep.
I value consistent point guards, Mike, so much. Like it in college.
Like Ben White values tight ends.
Yeah. Like I just value him so much. Losing Jaden Bradley to me would be a nightmare. It really would be. I have dreams about a Jaden Bradley, Braden Burries backcourt.
Is that one of my best calls ever, Jaden Burries over, or Jaden Burries?
Yeah, Jaden Burries, you nailed that.
No, Braden Bradley. Hold on.
Are you okay?
Is that one of my best calls ever? Jaden Bradley over Kylan Boswell, and it was early.
Yeah. And there's just so many.
There's so many.
I'm gonna fire some shots on X right now.
Yeah. Good. Who are you attacking?
How many lives do we have?
We were up at 307. We're down to 303.
So we have 310.
Oh, everybody hit the like. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Let's see here. What did Brogan just message?
How about how some people fudge their numbers?
Oh, let's see here. Very good. Okay, now, that's where we're at. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you this. Next year, Tommy Lloyd's team, is this a preseason top 7 team?
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, if they return everyone, I think they return, and add who I think they're going to add. Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Nick Arenas says real quick. Hey, Nick Arenas, stop asking us questions. Go talk to Gilbert. But Nick Arenas also says, okay, hedge of the week is done. Sheer actually did pretty good. He tried to fall back a little bit into his previous.
I get so nervous when I tell you guys with recruiting, because what happens here is like Sheer says we're going to get Koa Pete, and then it goes, and then and then it goes to the area I don't like and whatever.
Right. Yes. All right. Yeah. Here's the other thing too. All right. We should get a hedge trimming gardening company in Tucson to co-sponsor Jason's hedges.
No. That's Andre Veras.
No. That's Andre Veras. We will not take this away from Andre Veras. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit then about that power, or at the Bo Krievis. Would you rather have Krievis or Manuel Steven next year? I'd rather have Steven.
Krievis.
Oh, you are wrong.
Here's why. Let me lay out my case.
Yeah. Make your case.
I think we are at the point where we can trust what Tommy Lloyd is saying about his big men. Right? I think he's earned that respect. When Tommy Lloyd goes and says that he thinks Krievis would have been one of the most dominant men in college basketball, while that is probably extreme, they clearly saw enough in Krievis to choose him over Umar and design an offense where he got
they also
amount of touches.
Agreed. I can also go the other way though. How about this? They also saw enough in Dylan to have him ahead of Henry.
Yeah, but
they said all the same. We were right there.
He practiced better. I would take Krievis over E-Man.
Oh, yeah,
I think there's potential there, because I think Krievis is better right away. How good is E-Man going to be next year?
Well, it's Tommy Lloyd's development, though. I'm fine with it. Believe it or not. You know what's funny? A guy was telling me, he's like, Mike, you always critique Tommy Lloyd. Yes, he knows more than me. Guess what? I'm still going to give my opinion. Boom. Yeah, it's really that simple. Now, the Big 12 then. Oh, one more. Arizona wins the Big 12. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Nay?
I'll actually go.
So you're saying, well, hold on a second here. You are saying that they are going to beat Houston, and they're still going to lose the Big 12 to Houston.
Yeah, because I think they have two more losses still.
Oh, we need Baylor to win. We need Baylor to win.
Now that changes things. If Baylor somehow beats Houston tonight, it gets interesting. You know who my sleeper is, Mike? Even
Who?
though they're a couple games back.
Who?
Texas Tech's schedule to end this year is pretty easy.
What do you got?
ASU, Oklahoma State, TCU, West Virginia, Colorado, and ASU. Now they do play Houston.
Those
and
are all
Kansas.
wins except for like one. Hold on.
That's
Go
my
ahead.
point.
Read it again.
That's my
Read
point.
it again.
That's Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Texas Tech is a sleeper there.
Yeah.
ASU win at Oklahoma State, win at TCU, win home West Virginia, win. This is going to decide their place. Home against Houston and at Kansas.
Oh, by the
and
way,
then they end the season with Colorado and ASU.
We're up to 315 lives. This is awesome on a
Tuesday
at noon.
Hey,
let me ask you guys this in the comments: does noon work better? Let me just give it out there, and again, we'll probably we'll go with the masses. Does noon work better than 10:30? People in there, just say yay, nay, yes.
Just put a Twitter poll.
Yeah, we will. But say just basically say noon or 10:30. That's all we got to get because I'll get confused if you say anything else. Okay. Now we got to talk a little bit at the 10:30. Okay, keep going. Mike, focus. This is going to be very, very difficult for me. Both work. Yes, 10:30. Oh, see.
It's going to be mixed, and then you're going to have a.
Yeah, dude. This was a terrible idea because now I am, dude. My ADHD is going crazy now.
Bracket Matrix says Arizona. By the way, actually, this was updated yesterday, so never mind. Right. But they were a mid four. They're probably yeah. Don't worry about it. Never mind. Just
okay. Let's see here. Oh, we're all sick today. Let's see. If we talked football, we'd get to 500 lives. Well, that's what happens when you're a football school and you neglect some of the things. This is very true. All right. Either way, we'll look at it. Let's see here. So you don't want to go before? I don't know. Maybe we do. 11:45.
What about 7 a.m.? What about 7 a.m.?
Well, you're not up by 7 a.m. You don't get up until
I'm always up at 7 a.m.
No, you like noon much better because
I told you it lets me sleep in. Dude, I was up today at 7 a.m. I'm up at 7 a.m.
You actually were up today at 7 a.m.
I'm up every day at 7 a.m. I just go back to bed.
Oh, yeah, Patrick Stark, P. Stark. Oh, by the way, Patrick Stark said that he doesn't like my Sean Connery impression. And I love Patrick Stark, and he hit me where it hurts. Can you believe that?
Disgusting. I'm upset.
I was hurt.
You should be hurt.
I was hurt. I don't know. Okay.
I'm hurt.
Also, Mr. Tyler Warden, this was another point I want to bring up. Why is Kansas still rated ahead of Arizona?
Talk to him.
I don't get it.
It's
Talk
Tyler
to the
Warden's
hand, you get
fault.
the paw. I don't get it. Like, you don't. Kansas is not impressive. Nobody watches Kansas right now and says that is, or even their resume at this point. It makes no sense.
Talk to him.
Yeah, it makes it. It makes no sense to me though. Why are we at this point though? Like, it doesn't. Why is Kansas? I see no case for Kansas to be ranked ahead of Arizona. Literally none.
Right. It makes me sick.
Oh, by the way, Brad Hudson is right. Don't listen to them. That impression is on point. Welcome to the Rock, Brad Hudson.
Welcome to the Rock.
Welcome to the Green Valley.
Green Valley Rock.
I don't get it. But here's the thing. Let's just keep winning. Now listen, Drones for Bones says, why did Texas Tech go from 13 to 12 after losing to us? You know what's weird? I don't have a problem with that. Like,
well, they shouldn't go up. I think people are wondering why.
Yeah,
that's still ahead of Arizona, and the explanation is actually more simple than people think. Arizona and Texas Tech split. That's it.
Yeah.
There's some people that probably think that they're really close, and one team has to go.
They both at the end were kind of decisive wins. Now, granted, Arizona basically, kind of whizzed itself at the end of that game, but is what it is.
I like that, whizzed itself.
Oh, they did. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm filling in on ESPN Tucson this week. So,
and what time will I be on tomorrow, Mike?
You're going to be on at 7:35.
I will be awake.
You're going to have. It means you're going to have to wake up by that point.
Eat it. I'll be awake.
No, I'm not going to eat anything. I won't eat anything. All right,
You'll
now.
Eat, yeah.
I will not. All right, now let's get some. We got to pay some bills. Hold on, let's pay some bills here, and then we're going to get back to it. We are going to get back to it. Let's see here, but. All right, the Rubin Group, it's Swift Mortgage. Okay, here is the deal. Oh, you got all kinds of good stuff coming on. I got to pull this one up because this one's so good. All right, check this out. Hold on a second. Hold on. There it is. All right, here's the deal. You got a lot of good stuff going on, and this time of the Pima County Lighthouse Down Payment Assistance Program is being released in March, and funds are limited. That means you want to get pre-qualified now ahead of a release date. Apply on QR code to see if you're eligible. You can get 4% assistance and a below market interest rate. And you can potentially get you to a home with the at no out of pocket. Usually, the assistance programs have a significantly higher interest rate than if you came in with your own. Again, you can't have a home. You can't have owned a home in the last 3 years. You got to scan the QR code. And again, this is the guy to check it out. Though we can buy, sell, or refinance. Local to Tucson, lifelong fan, former teacher, and again, use code Ed Stokes for $500 off. And Comfort X.
Gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you.
All right, now Comfort X. Here's the deal with Comfort X. Many people, including, I know that one's. I got to do a better job on that read. I'm going to do that one again there because the Lighthouse program throws me off. I do apologize. Now, free routine maintenance for first-time clients, small business with big savings, perfect track record, residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. Comfort X HVAC. Our good pal Tony Gimino. Is going through Comfort X HVAC. There's a lot of rumors going around that people don't like Tony Gimino. We like Tony Gimino, and I believe Andre Veras is as well. Check it out. Code word Wildcats for 10% off. Okay, now, Sheer, here's where we're at now going forward. I do believe that let's see here. All right, now I'm going to bring, I got to, Michael Rubin. Bring Michael Rubin back up again. That sucked on my part. I apologize. I got to do a lot better than that. Now, you got this Lighthouse program going on. Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. You can help buy, sell, or refinance local, and again, he can do a debt consolidation. This is your dude. Go to Michael Rubin from the Swift Mortgage team. This is your guy. Again, and guess what? He will get you the best deal. If you mess with the paw, you're going to get the glove. He is going to get you the best deal out there. Check it out. He's got access to a lot of stuff that other people don't. Okay, now, sure. That was good. Now, let's talk a little bit then about going forward then with a little bit of, let's talk Braden Burries here. I do believe Arizona gets Braden Burries, and I think we need to talk about the Furries for Burries movement.
No, I want no part of this.
Okay, you do.
All right, everybody, go.
Arizona, if you get Braden Burries, Jaden Bradley, KJ Lewis, that's pretty good. And that's like a kind of a worst case scenario if you get.
It's not bad, Mike. It's not bad.
Right.
You're distracted by the furries for worries.
Yeah, I am. I'm very distracted. If is Mike, don't be flying your furry freak flag. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, either way.
Are there a lot of furries in Seattle?
Are there a lot of furries in Seattle? I don't know that.
There's got to be. Dude, we're going to have so much good live content.
Yes,
furries in Seattle.
Yeah, I don't know that. That's an interesting one.
My gosh.
Are there furries in Seattle?
Yes. Wow. When you Google furries in Seattle, there is, okay. I'm going to be very clear here. I'm not offending anyone, but there's a brewery that's called Slightly Furry. And it has furry art and hosts furry events.
Oh, this is good.
That's awesome.
The plan is, though, again, we got to be very clear. Oh, we should start a GoFundMe for our trip to Seattle so we can get there early and cause
Slightly Furry Beverage Company. Mike, I'm sending this to you. This is
no. This is good. This is good. We've got to be able to do this. Yes, furries. Okay, the Northeast is full of furries. The Northeast. We're talking the Northwest. Furries in Seattle is a hilarious.
I'm sending this to you and Shelby because
Furries in Seattle was good. Hey, wasn't that the name of a movie? Not Furries in Seattle. It was
that's Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Very like close. It was not about furries.
Meg Ryan.
You could go on a boat. You could go on I went on it. It's a boat tour, and they will show you that house.
Right. The Northwest is very full of furries. The Northeast is very full of furries.
Dude, we have to do a remote from Slightly Furry.
No, we will. That is why we need to get this. And we're only about a month away. You know, we're only about a month away from
We
this.
are a less than a week. So the last regular season game is March 8th. I looked at this. I actually booked my hotel in Seattle. The only other place I could see Arizona playing would be Denver, but I don't think that'll happen. I always book a couple of hotels early. You could always cancel it, but I have a hotel in Seattle. I am ready. I am ready.
Yes, it's going to be.
I got us a king bed so we could just, me and you.
Nice. And I was telling Ben One White, I said, Ben One White, you because he's trying to play hard to get, and I'm like, Ben One White, you are going to be coming.
Yeah, there's room for 3 in our room.
Yeah,
that's
yes,
fine.
exactly. Besides, or Ben One White can just take the chair.
Yeah.
Hey, should we tell him the story about when? I probably shouldn't tell that one. That
Nope.
No. It's
No,
not bad.
you should
It's
not.
not bad, but probably not. Yes. All right. Now, I lived in Seattle. I will send you a list of the smelliest places to check out. Just send the map of the city, and then
I've
we'll
been
go
to
from
Seattle like 5 times now.
Right.
I'm a Seattle expert.
Oh, Furry's Buller's Day off. Right. Very good. Yes.
Spread for tomorrow, I think Arizona minus 3.5 to 4.
Yeah,
probably.
I think that's what Kansas was. Kansas was minus 3.5.
Yeah.
Denver is sweet. Yes. All right. So that's what I hope. We hope, and we will go into enemy territory, though. We are going to go into enemy territory, and I will be wearing my smelly, rainy Seattle shirt. Okay. Now, we've done some pretty good work here today. Tomorrow, though, everybody, you got to clear your calendar. You've got to be able to clear your calendar.
Bruce, and here's the thing with Bruce Pasco. He said, I don't know if anyone wants to hear from me. That's what he told you, right?
Yeah. And guess what he kept saying, too? Then we have a group message that says Brucing the A. And I said, Bruce. And then he's like, well, it might not be timely at that point. Bruce, nobody cares. They want you.
Yeah.
We could literally be talking about, and we are going to have a good time with Mr. Bruce Pasco. We are excited.
Are we going full Bruce, like an hour? Or is it like
no. Bruce is, no. I can't go full hour with Bruce. But like 15 to 20 minutes.
We should warn internet with Bruce in a hotel. You never know. But
Right.
I am very excited.
Ryan Mitchell, I'd much rather hear from Bruce than Greg Hansen. Duh.
Yeah, the spread is out. Shout out Tyler Warden, Arizona 3.5.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, isn't that what you said, Skier?
Yeah, I didn't look at it yet. So
hey, you want to know something cool about? You want to know a cool story? I had somebody come up to me about asking me about Bruce, and they're like, you've actually done a really good job of dehumanizing Yeah, we'll talk football for a second. Good point, Jonathan. He said you've done a good job of humanizing Bruce because I always thought he was kind of strange. I mean, he is. But I'm weirder than Bruce, so that's not a put down. I wonder if that'd be a good poll question. Who's weirder, Mike Luke or Bruce Pasco?
You're definitely weirder.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I would win that. Yes. Okay. But he said you see, like, just kind of Bruce's grind. He's like, I actually have grown to like him. I think we've actually done a really good job of humanizing Bruce.
Bruce is a really good dude.
He's got
a great
his
quirks. He's got his quirks, but I will
Bruce.
say this and you would definitely agree with me. There's no one in this town that works harder than Bruce Pasco.
And there is nobody. You know what?
Not all of it is necessary, but there's no one that works harder.
Yeah. Nobody works harder doing the job he should do and then doing the job that he doesn't need to do harder than Bruce. That's we're going to.
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell him should I tell him the Cal story real quick?
No.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Anyways, football news real quick. What do we got?
We got nothing.
Yeah. We don't have anything.
Right, it's quiet. The coaches actually went away for a few days.
We're working on getting Dwayne Aquina on though. Yummy. Okay. On that note, though, Sheer, where can they find you doing your work?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with the lady Shelby Sheer.
Okay, now we're also going to start working on an ASU hot board. Orlando Antigua at the very, very
I got
top.
Antigua 1, KO 2. Who cares? You should get past those two.
That's it. Yes. AZ12 podcast merch update. Hopefully, I think Cody James Martin, I believe we're going to be getting a sample this week, right?
Yes, it should be coming in the mail this week for the select items that we're going to start with.
Will my yoga pants be in?
Yeah.
No, they will not.
Yes, but we are working on yoga pants as well. Yummy is crazy. What do you mean yummy is crazy? Yummy in my tummy. What do you mean?
Maybe he was thinking about when I said the part about me wearing yoga pants. He goes, yummy. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not good. I agree. That was not what it was in reference to. But on that note, though, Sheer, very much appreciate you. We will be back We'll be back tomorrow, 10:30. As Dennis Walsh says, TTFN. Back the A drones for bones. Julie Gentry working on those as well. Jonathan Gibson, you're the man. Everybody in there, you guys are the man. Thanks for putting me up. I am weirder than Bruce. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Go check out Slightly Furry Beer. It's very cool, this brewery. If we do go to Seattle, we're definitely going to go there.
Definitely doing it. Yes, and I will bring my nifty cello along with me. On that note, though, for Jason Shear, I'm merely Mike Luke. You have been listening to the AZ12 podcast.